All right, peace, y'all. How y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling? Let's dive straight into it. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday. Right? We're back. We had a trip over this week. I won't even say a trip for those that don't know. We frequently visit Atlanta. That's like a second home. In fact, we have a home in Atlanta. So we're back and forth from Atlanta to New York, and we're back home in New York, and we had a hell of a weekend down in Atlanta. It's always a lot to do. There's always a lot to cover. I want to give a recap on some of those things that went down while we were down there. We had a pop-up shop, an event that happened while we were down there that went extremely well. Let's start there. Our land and farm live experience. It went down over the weekend. If you were not there, shame on you. You should have been there. You missed a good time. You missed some good information. And it's always good to get in the room because you never know who's there. You never know who's sitting next to you, and you never know where these people come from. We had people come from far and abroad. We had some people drive in. We had people fly in, right? So the energy is always good when we do these events. And this one was no short of a great experience as well. We spoke, we taught. Our principal farmer, he spoke, he taught. We were live from Chattahoochee Charter School. That is the school that the principal farmer is the head of. We gave a tour of that school. It's an 11-acre property, gorgeous, beautiful school, nothing short of immaculate. You should see. I want everybody to experience that. I want everybody, children, to experience that school. It is a great school. Then after that, we taught in the daytime. Then after, as we promised everybody that was in attendance, that we will take them to a property and let them see what a 15-acre feel like. We walked that 15-acre. We didn't clearly walk the whole 15-acre, but we walked certain parts of the 15 acres. That 15-acre property had a 2,600 square foot home that's on it. We taught a little bit, a portion of the house, and it was a good time. We taught some lessons from the land about how we evaluate land when we're walking land, things that we're looking for when we're walking land in person, and all of those things. We showed everything that that property had to offer. As I stated, when we do these events, you should try to be there if you're interested in these space. You'll get an idea of what's for you in this space and what's not for you from this space. Because I always say that you may think that you want 15 acres, but if you were there, you would have got a chance to see the size of 15 acres, all that it offered. That may be right up your alley, may be too big for you, right? But when you actually have boots on the ground, your mind starts to spinning. All kind of ideas come of what you can do with 15 acres. In fact, drop it in the chat. If you had 15 acres, what would you do with it? 15 acres that you can do whatever you want to do with it. There's no restrictions on it. Drop it in the chat. Drop the comment below. What would you do if you had 15 acres? Just like the people that was there live in person, their wheels got to turning on what they could do, all the things that they can do with it. Now, I know as you're thinking of these ideas, right? Because we get all kind of wild, crazy ideas that people say they want to do with it. Let's pause there, right? Because in order to do these ideas and bring them to life, you need resources. That was the reason for us taking people to the property so their mind could start spinning, their wheels could start turning, right? And get realistic. I like to deal with practical things and realistic things of what can really be done. First, how do you get 15 acres? You're going to need to buy 15 acres. So once again, we're back to resources, right? We've been fortunate enough these days that we've put in so much work, believe it or not, people just give us land. And that's just, because of what we have done over the last few years. So we've been fortunate enough, but if you're not putting in that kind of work for somebody to want to give you 15 acres or any acreage size for that matter, then you're going to more than likely have to purchase yours. and we purchase it as well, right? So you're going to have to make a purchase. So resources. So that's where the Acre Boys come in to play at. We can help with resources through land ownership and land flipping. So when I say people give us land, they do actually give us land. Some people do give us land, right? But when we start dealing with large acreage, and that's why I say with me, with Ray, you're going to get total transparency with me. I'm not here to what they say, gaslight the situation, or definitely we don't fabricate over here. So when I say people give us land, when it's dealing with larger acreage, they look to partner with us with the land that they may own. That's what I mean by like that. Like if somebody, I'll give a real life scenario. I'm going to put this post up tomorrow. There's a lady that has 84 acres and she can't use the full 84. She wants to make money off of the land, right? She's doing a few things on it. And Acre Boys, I have 84 acres. Let's partner on the project. Let's partner with some of the acreage on the land. They know that we're in the space, so they come to us with these kind of scenarios all the time. Clearly, we can't entertain every scenario because I always say when you're going to do something with the land, it needs to be where you are or a place that you frequent, because it wouldn't make sense for me. We get stuff all over the country, but it doesn't necessarily make sense for me to partner with land in Oklahoma or land in Mississippi. I'm not in Mississippi and don't plan to go to Mississippi. Not that there's anything wrong with that land there. It's just that it's not a place. When we're doing business on the land, you have to be next to your business to make sure things are going as you want them to go. Now, I'll flip land anywhere. I've flipped a lot of land in Mississippi. I'll flip it in Oklahoma. I'll flip it in Hawaii. I'll flip it anywhere that I find it. And we've done a lot of those. But when it comes to holding on and doing business from the land, then you want to be next to it, right? The judge right? I see family compound. Family compound. Gonna take some resources to get there. Develop a tiny home community. I love all these ideas. I've seen these, and I like that, people have ideas about it. But we say all the time that, just think budget wise. How we get into these goals, right? Family compounds I love them. I love the ideas of them. But how are we getting? I want to be practical. I really want to help. So I want to be practical on how are we getting it? Where do we start? Even if we were doing the family compound, what's the first thing that you need to start to do? If you had the land, what's the first thing that you need to do? Like, let's do some practical, because we can't hit targets that we don't necessarily have. So start to jot down what's the first things that need to be done if I want a family compound, and all the other things and all the other ideas, so that you could potentially do it. So tomorrow I'm gonna post this 84 acre. That's why I say, do you really need 80 acres? It's nice to have, but it's a lot of land. We were out there. It's a lot of land. A lot of land. I don't necessarily need 80 acres. It's a lot. Depends on what you're trying to do. 80 acres can cover a lot. I mean, you can do a lot with an acre. You can do a lot with 2 acres, 3 acres. But 80, it sounds to me, for me, with things that we're doing now, like with land and things that we plan on doing. I don't need 80. Like, honestly, 10, 15 will do the job for what we're doing these days on the land, recreational uses and things like that. All right. So we got our Black Friday coming up. I know a lot of people need resources. So it's a great time, right, to consider a new skill set. It's a great time to consider picking up a new skill set and becoming a land investor. We run our program, which we've been running all year long for the past 2.5 years, where we show you how to go out and find an under valued piece of land. Step by step, we show you how to do that inside of our training, inside of our curriculum. Black Friday comes around once a year. So what are we doing on Black Friday? We drop it to the lowest price that we have ever dropped it for the year. That's why we say it's a great time to take advantage of it, right? You get a huge discount, not a portion of the program, the entire program. And I always pose the question, like somebody's wondering right now, well, does it work? Well, it worked for the young lady that made $100,000 in a month. It worked for the young man that made $60,000, $70,000 a few times off the deals. It worked for the other investors that made $20,000, $30,000 deals. There's work for the other people that sat where you sat with no experience at one point, that did deals and made $15,000, that did deals and made $8,000. See, I said all kind of denominations from the lower all the way up to high numbers that really could move the needle a lot fast. Absolutely, it works. So what's the difference for those that it may not have worked? You didn't work it. So those that reachable, teachable, and ready to work, it works. And all we're saying is it's a great time for you to get it, because we do understand that resources these days are tight. So Black Friday is a huge savings, up to 50% off. Comment the word waitlist if you're on Instagram to get it, right? Or you can scan that QR code that's on the screen, and that'll take you over there and get yourself on the wait list. Once it drops, how we are doing this year is, you see this here, 43,560. What is that? That is the square footage of an acre. So we're going to release it or drop it, and it's going to be a play on these numbers. So come, I think we're doing it Thursday. I think we're going to do Thursday. Come Thursday at 4:35 on Thursday, we're going to open up the Black Friday discount, 50% off for only 60 minutes. We're only going to open it for 60 minutes at that. It will be the lowest denominations that we ever released the program ever since we dropped it. So we'll release it for 60 minutes. That's why we're saying get on the wait list, because as soon as it drops, it'll only be open for 60 minutes. Then after the 60 minutes is up, we're going to close it. And we're going to enjoy Thanksgiving and go, with the families and have a good time. So get on the wait list. Let me drop that wait list in on the link to YouTube. You can hit that link. I just dropped it in the comments. Get on the wait list if you want to do some business with the Acre Boys. If you want to be a part of our community, we'll love to have you. The right person. I don't want anybody. I don't want a person that I have to carry around. I want a person that's ready to work and get to it. 2026, right around the corner. Perfect time to pick up a new skill set. Perfect time to become a land investor. Why? Because there's a lot of auctions that come out at the top of the year. It's always a great time to send out offers to buy land. So top of the year, you can hit them from two angles: tax sale investing and direct to owner. Now, does it take resources to be a land investor? Absolutely, it takes resources. This is a business. Takes resources to start any business. So I know we throw it out there lightly and say become a land investor, but yes, you need resources. You need some to make some, as with anything. Once you're in, we're not the group that just pieces you off a little bit, then makes it, hey, you got to pay more to get the rest of the information. No, absolutely not. We're the guys that once you're in, you have a direct roadmap on how to get started, a direct roadmap on how you could be successful doing this. Inside of our community, you have access to us. Inside of our community, you have weekly training. So you're doing the business, but you're not by yourself doing the business, right? I have community members that have my personal phone numbers. Once they land the deal, then you'll get phone numbers. Why do they have my phone numbers, my personal number, once they land the deal? Because they come to us for deal funding. And this is real situations. So when people, title companies need us to sign things, then they have to be able to contact us. And we have to be able to sign. We have to do wire transfers. We become business partners at that standpoint. So I would love for you to learn how to do what I do and then to come to me and say, Ray, let me use the money to do my deal. I would love that for you. We call that mutual benefit. That's one of our slogans, integrity with mutual benefit. We move with integrity, right? And we want the benefits to be mutual, meaning that it benefits my team and it benefits your side as well. Everybody's happy. All right, so get on that wait list for Black Friday. What else happened while we were out in Atlanta? We did the 15 acres. I mentioned to you about the 84 acres. I'll tell you what else happened. We got a new merch line. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. Our new merch line, we picked, that's one of the shirts. You see that? Rooted in Wealth, Acre Boys. That's our new merch line. People have been asking us about merch, shirts, hats. Everything's coming. Hats are coming. Jackets are coming. Merch is coming. T-shirts. Everything's coming. So while we were there, we got with our business partners, we got a chance to see for the first time, we got a chance to lay our eyes on the new merch. And really, really good. Quality, really good. We waited a long time before we stepped in that arena of dealing with merch because we didn't want to just put out anything. So it's not, I'm not afraid to say, I don't know what I don't know. And that's not my field. That's not my arena. Like we're really good with land and how to teach land and buying it and things like that. That's where we're really good at. But when it comes to the merchandising game, it's not my thing, right? So now we've linked up with some business partners. That's their thing. That's what they do. And they went out and they got some really, 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 when I say really, if I wear it, like this is stuff that I can wear outside, even when I'm just stepping out. Like I'm talking about the fabrics, the material, all quality. Like you'll see some of this is equivalent to the same things that you'll see in a Bloomingdale's and things like that. We didn't come with just t-shirts and like regular merch. We came with real quality stuff, jean jackets and stuff that you can really wear out. And people, how do I know? Because I just wore a jean jacket. I wish I had an image I could show you. I don't have it. Yeah, I do have an image somewhere. I want y'all to see this. And I just wore it out because we wear these things to see what people reaction are, right? When we wear these things, like these jackets, when we out and about, we wear these jackets. People always say, what is that? What is the Acre Boys? So that's the reaction that we're looking for. It lets us know if we have something. So we've done all our data that we could do on it for 2 years. We got feedback from people of what they may like, may not like. And we're ready. Come the top of the year. Let me see if I can show that to you. Come the top of the year, it'll drop. Drop your comments below. If y'all want some merch, what you think of the shirt? Let me know what you think of the shirt. Shirts are nice. These shirts right now are on sale. The Rooted in Wealth. All right. So super excited about it. I'm not going to I'm smiling. I'm excited. I'm excited about the merchandise game. And it just says that it's just time for us to elevate the brand, right? This is what this is for. We're elevating the brand, right? And these are this line that we're doing. It's just not clothing. It has some meaning behind it, right? It's just saying that it's time for us to get back to our roots, and that's the land. Let's get back to the soil when we were once thriving. That's why I love the meaning behind the merch, the meaning behind the clothing line. It's just not any clothing line. We have to get back to that. That's why you see it say rooted in wealth, right? I like wealth. Got to get back to that, get back to the land. What else do we have going on today? Just work today. I had we funded 2 deals last week of our community members, and we got some offers on one of them. already. That's a good thing. Now, what does that mean when I say I got offers on it? Does it mean that we got a buyer? Doesn't mean that we have necessarily have a buyer. People can make it known. We can list properties for. Let's go there. I put a property out yesterday, 31 acres for $6 million in Fulton County, and I laughed because I was reading the comments, and the comments people are saying, "Oh my God, way overpriced," and "Oh my God, these guys are trying to rob people," and people are crazy, man. People are crazy. If I put it out at $6 million, it's a reason why we put it out for $6 million. And the thing that kills me is, why wouldn't the other people, the other coaches, put their stuff out at whatever price they put it out? You don't say they trying to rob nobody. How can I rob somebody from something that I just put out? You can make an offer on it. First and foremost, let's start there. You don't have to pay anything that I request. The name of the game is to make an offer, right? And secondly, if you were smart, this is how I can tell your knowledge base on what you're talking about if you critique that price. Because it may sell for more than $6 million. Why? Why? How can 31 acres in Fulton County sell for more than $6 million? Because of what's going on in the area. The land is selling for that price now. And this is all that we've been saying since day one. Study growth patterns, then you'll know how to price it. Then you'll know how to get it, right? Then you'll know how to turn land into a 100,000 property or some hundred thousands of dollars of a property to $1 million properties. It's not what I think. I didn't do it. I didn't make the comps go that high. 10 years ago, you could have got the same 30 acres for 200,000-300,000. 10 years ago. Call you right back. I'm on a live. I can. I can. All right. So 10 years ago, you could have got the same 30 acre to 300,000. 10 years later, the same 30 acre is worth $5-6 million. How is that, right? Well, it was in the area. Nothing was going on in the area 10 years ago. This is all that Atlanta has been doing. Well, the surrounding areas of Atlanta. This is all that that place has been doing for the past 20 years, past 25 years. Watch where it's going next. And from this area, it has to go somewhere else next. It has been doing the same thing for the past 25 years. You have Atlanta. You have the city of Atlanta, right? Then you have everything around it. And as that first ring, let's like Saturn, right? You got the first ring that's closest to the city. Then there's a second ring. Then there's a third ring. Then there's a fourth ring. And it's all surrounded around that. So 25 years ago, 30 years ago, you had the city, then you had the first ring, which people were saying that was close to the city. I ain't going out there on that. I'm just giving you an illustration. I'm not going out there. That's kind of far. It's a little starting to be a little too far from the city. Then as time went on, they developed the first ring. Then the prices shot up. Then the second ring. Oh, that's rural. Nothing's out there. Then they developed the second ring, right? Then the third ring, and so on and so forth. Those that got in early reap the benefits. Those that's late in those areas, you have to pay retail price. Is it still doing it? Yes, it's still doing it. You just need to know what area it's doing it in. In this area that we're talking about, the prices have shot up. New hospitals are over there. They're building a new hospital, New Grady Hospital. It's going to be the biggest hospital in Fulton County. It shot the prices up. They built, Amazon has like 3 facilities over in the area. Dunkin' Donuts have came. Chick-fil-A have came. McDonald's have came. All kind of subdivisions have came. It's 15 minutes away from the airport. And that's how the land has went up and shot up so fast and high, because of what's happening in the area, because of the movement that's in the area. Same houses in the area, if you would have got them 15 years ago, you would have got them for 100,000, 150,000. Those same houses now, 450, 500, 600 in that area. And this is all that it has been doing for the past 25 to 30 years. And there's a culture, I won't say what culture, but there's a culture that's just been asleep. Some have taken advantage of it, some haven't. Some still sleep. Some, what I'm saying right now, going clean over some people's head. And I'm here to tell you that it's going to continue to do that. When they're done with that area, do you think that these developers are done making money? So what are they going to do? They're going to go to the next space that's available. So what are the investors doing? What are the smart land investors doing? They're looking at that area and they're buying it now. In fact, they bought it already. How do I know that? Because I deal with contractors. They already told me the area that they are holding. See, keyword, holding land in, just waiting. They're holding and waiting for it to come their way, because it must come their way. Because they can't build no more in Fulton County. And they'll continue to develop every inch of Fulton County until they have to go to the next county. Stop me when I'm lying. Now, if you're smart, you start to look ahead. That's how you get it for great prices. You can't go to where it's hot at and expect to get great deals, because you're not going to, right? Y'all know it. Like, I don't even have to tell you these things. Comment the word waitlist if you're on Instagram to get on our Black Friday list. Black Friday, the sale is going to be one time only, 60 minutes only. I want you to come in and do some business. Are we qualified to teach? Absolutely, we qualified to teach this subject. We're overqualified to teach. And I'm not even saying I'm a guru. I'm just saying that I know what I know. Can I know more? Absolutely. I'll keep a white belt mentality, because I'm always looking to grow, right? As you should be. But I can certainly get you going. We have done this for others, and we can certainly do it for you. So comment the word waitlist if you're on Instagram. If you're on YouTube, I'll drop the link one more time. I dropped the link in there. And Facebook, click that link as well. If you have any video screen, just use the QR code. That'll take you over to that wait list. 50% off on Black Friday. Pick up a new skill set for the new year. Come do some business. Learn how to do it. And we have some money waiting for you if you don't want to use yours once you land a deal. All right, I got to cut out. Other work is calling. Hope y'all having a prosperous Tuesday. Hope your mind is in the right place. Stay focused, people. Peace. Love.